Today's video, I'm going to talk about how to fix shoulder pain. Now, a growing trend that I'm seeing amongst many of the patients that are coming to see me with shoulder pain is that almost all of their previous treatment has been focused on the rotator cuff. Now, the missing link in many of these cases, if left uncorrected, causes the shoulder pain to go on, and this is a postural imbalance. You've got to correct this postural imbalance. In today's video, I'll show you what the postural imbalance is, and more importantly, I'll show you how to go about correcting it. Hey there, I'm Dimitri from Kirsch Chiropractic in Blackburn, and over the last 10 plus years, I've helped thousands of patients say goodbye to their back pain, their neck pain, and their shoulder pain too. Now, this postural imbalance I'm talking about is known as internal shoulder rotation, and it's that forward hunch posture that we see way too often nowadays because we spend way too much time sitting on our mobile devices. This postural imbalance causes a lot of stress on the rotator cuff, and if you don't correct the underlying postural problem, the rotator cuff muscles will never get better. Now, there's two exercises I like to share with my patients. One of them is a stretch, and one of them is a strengthening exercise. And these two exercises will go a long way towards starting to correct this problem. So let's start first with the pec stretch. Now, to perform the pec stretch or chest stretch, stand in a doorway or the corner of a wall. Have your elbow bent to 90 degrees. Now, your upper arm should be parallel to the floor, and your forearm and your hand should be pointed directly up towards the ceiling. Now, gently rotate your torso or your chest away from the door until you feel a stretch happening across the front of your chest and the front of your shoulder. Now, you need to hold this for at least 60 seconds. Keep that stretch happening right the way throughout, and then repeat on the other side. Now, the second exercise is actually a strengthening exercise. It's about strengthening the muscles at the upper part of the back, and we call this a shoulder squeeze. Again, a really simple but very powerful exercise. Now, perform the shoulder squeeze. Stand again with good posture, bend your elbows to 90 degrees, and raise your arms so they're parallel to the floor. Now, gently squeeze your shoulder blades together and then hold for at least 5 seconds. Relax. Now, that's one repetition. You're going to want to do this at least 5 or 6 more times, and you want to focus on contracting the muscles in between your shoulder blades. Now, if this movement causes pain, then decrease the intensity of the contraction. If it continues to cause pain or you're unable to do it pain-free, then I'd recommend you consult a chiropractor because there's probably there's a little bit more going on that you need support with. Now, these pairing of exercises you should do multiple times a day, 3 to 5 times a day. And the good news is the internal shoulder rotation or forward hunch shoulders can absolutely be corrected. And these exercises as a starting point for doing that. When you correct the problem, you can expect to get some great relief from your shoulder, which means everything else you're doing will work a whole lot much better. Now, if you've done these exercises and you're still not getting relief with your shoulder, then chances are there's something else going on. And as I mentioned, over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands of patients with shoulder pain. And we'd love to help you too. You can give the office a call on 9877-7732 and schedule an appointment. I'm Dr. D, and remember, transform your posture, transform your life.